honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. Ahadin sosine bigebi rone bigebi. Ise.
Obodo genu ntị o, onye kwuchitere ọnụ Biafra simzi unu.
Said 7th of October 2022 is our remembrance day for our fallen fathers, mothers, men, women, brothers, sisters, and children that were gruesomely murdered at Asaba during the Biafran genocidal war Nigerians waged against Biafrans, we hereby declare Friday, the 7th of October 2022, a sit at home in Biafra land.
Aga lock ya n'igodo na key. Ịpụtakwa ihe uhiri were maka na mmanwụ anyị ga-agba n'ilo, mmanwụ anyị na-agba n'ilo, mmanwụ anyị na-agba n'ilo,
Ọ nụrụ karịa ibi o.
obodo ga-enu ntị o. Onye kwuchitere ọnụ Biafra simzi unu.
Said 7th of October 2022 is our remembrance day for our fallen fathers, mothers, men, women, brothers, sisters, and children that were gruesomely murdered at Asaba during the Biafran genocidal war Nigerians waged against Biafrans. We hereby declare Friday, the 7th of October 2022, a sit at home in Biafra land.
Aga lock ya n'igodo na key. Ịpụtakwa ihe uhiri were maka na mmanwụ anyị ga-agba n'ilo, mmanwụ anyị na-agba n'ilo, mmanwụ anyị na-agba n'ilo,
Ọ nụrụ karịa ibi o.
obodo ga-enu ntị o. Onye kwuchitere ọnụ Biafra simzi unu.
Said 7th of October 2022 is our remembrance day for our fallen fathers, mothers, men, women, brothers, sisters, and children that were gruesomely murdered at Asaba during the Biafran genocidal war Nigerians waged against Biafrans. We hereby declare Friday, the 7th of October 2022, a sit at home in Biafra land.
Aga lock ya n'igodo na key. Ịpụtakwa ihe uhiri were maka na mmanwụ anyị ga-agba n'ilo, mmanwụ anyị na-agba n'ilo, mmanwụ anyị na-agba n'ilo,
Ọ nụrụ karịa ibi o. You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
I'm asking a very pertinent question. Is Nigeria working for you? Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, knew the solutions to Boko Haram till he finally became president. He asked ex-President Jonathan to resign because of insecurity. He cried empathetically. He promised to end Boko Haram in 3 months. But now, he's telling us he's done his best to arm the military. Why isn't he resigning? Governor Fashola knew the solutions to providing stable power supply till he became Minister of Power, and darkness pervaded the land. After trying hard and giving excuses like he only plays a supervisory role, the ministry was assigned to someone else. Power grid, still they collapse. The NSAS protests were tagged insurrection. In fact, someone said Aisha Yusufu ought to be in jail for instigating violence. Then farmers were beheaded in Borno. Same person asked Aisha Yusufu to lead a protest. Aren't these people supposed to forbid hypocrisy? Is Nigeria working for any Nigerian today? From leaders hoarding food for the poor, receiving kickbacks from government contracts, to farmers needing permission to go to their farms. Is Nigeria working for you? Why is Zamfara's gold for Zamfara and Niger Delta oil for Nigeria? Why is Hisba destroying alcohol, but their state governments receive federal allocation from monies received via taxation, including tax on alcoholic beverages? Why are some federal roads abandoned to bandits and kidnappers? Who is in charge of Nigeria's security? The president is talking tough this time. Most times, he's as shocked by the rest of us by the absence of good governance under him. Regardless of his campaign promises and the manifesto of his political party, Nigeria has rolled back in terms of development. From Naira continually losing its value to our recently launched locomotive trains breaking down in the middle of nowhere. Nigeria has to be working for some people though. The government can do no wrong. To this set of people, their money isn't being stolen, even if the money is being borrowed, leaving debts for their own children to pay in future. Even if the leaders don't use public institutions, from sending their children to Ivy League schools abroad to getting medical treatment abroad, some people who have nothing and we need to donate money for their medical bills if they have a serious ailment, continue to hail the obvious lack of good governance till Nigeria happens to them. Then they get a little pissed. May Nigeria never happen to you. Say amen. We deserve better than the political class who go home with millions monthly to represent people who can't even afford to feed themselves. I am Olajumoke Alaode James. Nigeria is not working for me. Is Nigeria working for you?
Nigeria in seconds. Did you know that until 1958, Nigeria used the British West African pound, after which it issued its currency, Nigerian pound, in the year 1958, and then Naira was introduced on the 1st of January 1973. 1 pound was equivalent to 2 Naira. Did you know that the flag of Nigeria between 1914 and 1959 was a British blue ensign with a green Star of David surrounding a Tudor crown? It was later changed to a St. Edward's crown in 1953 with the white word Nigeria under it on a red disc. The colonial flag of Nigeria was adopted in 1914 following the amalgamation of southern Nigeria and northern Nigeria. The crest on the flag was also used on the flag of the Governor General of Nigeria. The flag was not universally accepted. Some native Nigerians, including Fela Kuti, refused to salute the flag, despite it being mandated in schools. In 1956, some Muslim Nigerians burnt the Nigerian blue ensign at Mecca, Saudi Arabia, because of the Jewish Star of David on it. In 1959, before the Nigerian independence, a competition to design a new flag was held, with Taiwo Akinkomi designing the new flag of Nigeria, which replaced the blue ensign in 1960. Nigeria in seconds.
Fellow Nigerian, in search of excellence for Africa, my mission remains to create awareness, advance practical solutions, and transform mindsets via case studies. Together, let's midwife deliverance for our race, country, and continent. Please share this video. I am Dr. Israel Noyerem Davidson. Thank you. In 2001, US-led forces overthrew a Taliban-led Afghan government following the 9/11 attacks led by the Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden. For the next 20 years, the US and allies enforced democratic ideals, built up Afghan security forces, and provided operational air cover. The Taliban continued to attacks. Now, eventually, under President Trump, the US promised to pull out if Taliban agreed to stop attacks and hosting terrorist groups. Today, the Taliban militants have declared Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan and overrun most of the country at lightning speed with little or no resistance from the 300,000 US-trained and heavily equipped Afghan forces. US general could not believe an army could crumble at that rate.
I did not, and nor did anyone else, see a collapse of an army that size in 11 days. There'll be many postmortems on this topic, but right now is not that time.
It is believed the Afghan soldiers, though diehards, had unquenchable allegiance to jihadist ideologies practiced by Taliban. They were Afghan soldiers by day, Taliban at heart, and Taliban at night. A situation some suggest currently exists in Nigeria too. So Afghanistan was simply handed over
to the mullahs to govern based on their shared jihadist ideological leaning. The south and middle belt of Nigeria should wake up with urgency. The Afghan situation is cooking fast in Nigeria today. Afghanistan is number 1 on global terrorist list. Nigeria is number 3, second to
Nigeria in seconds. Did you know that until 1958, Nigeria used the British West African pound, after which it issued its currency, Nigerian pound, in the year 1958, and then Naira was introduced on the 1st of January 1973. 1 pound was equivalent to 2 Naira. Did you know that the flag of Nigeria between 1914 and 1959 was a British blue ensign with a green Star of David surrounding a Tudor crown? It was later changed to a St. Edward's crown in 1953 with the white word Nigeria under it on a red disc. The colonial flag of Nigeria was adopted in 1914 following the amalgamation of southern Nigeria and northern Nigeria. The crest on the flag was also used on the flag of the Governor-General of Nigeria. The flag was not universally accepted. Some native Nigerians, including Fela Kuti, refused to salute the flag, despite it being mandated in schools. In 1956, some Muslim Nigerians burnt the Nigerian blue ensign at Mecca, Saudi Arabia, because of the Jewish Star of David on it. In 1959, before the Nigerian independence, a competition to design a new flag was held, with Taiwo Akinkomi designing the new flag of Nigeria, which replaced the blue ensign in 1960. Nigeria in seconds.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important. newspapers. You were listening to some idiots hired by zoo government to rubbish Biafra. You are listening to them, gossiping about me. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu is a fraudster. He's a thief. And what did Nnamdi Kanu steal? Nothing. Did he defraud you? Nothing. Then why are you calling him a thief? They cannot answer. That was why Simon Ekpa took time to demolish the little toad. Toad, bravo. Demolished him by your Tony Maya. Demolished your Coco and dumped him in the gutter and the sewage. Objectively, you're asking me for a map of Biafra, and when the map was there, Ojukwu fought with. You're asking me for my road map, so I will give you go and give to Janjaweed. The idiots, they never planned to go to America. It was when I decided to go to the US for 30th of May last year. They also came up to say, oh, we are going to America as well. Anywhere I go to, if I hold a town hall meeting, they'll go and be gossiping, yapping at the back. Oh, now they cannot spoil the struggle. He's a thief. You ask them, what have you contributed to IPOB? No. Then what did he steal from you? I don't know if their plan of new Nigeria movement with Yoruba. Let's destroy Nnamdi Kanu. And as we have destroyed them, the glutinous was bigger. You're fighting for Biafra and you're building a mansion without sewage system. You don't know those houses will be knocked down in Biafra. We are going to knock down every building and we will rebuild everything. They convince all of them, even the pipeline security guard, Asian Creek, they are part of sign agreement. New Nigeria, let's move for New Nigeria. Me, you talk to me about New Nigeria. You're a madman. A child of Biafra, you're to discuss New Nigeria. Thunder will kill, destroy you and your lineage. These are the idiots. When the Fulanis are coming, they are coming here. The Gambari, they are coming. So when I was telling you before, you didn't know. So you did not know before. You were deaf and dumb. When I was telling you before that they are coming, you didn't know. They married that they were coming. Useless set of people. Psychophants. IPOB is consistency personified. We don't change. It doesn't matter what you do. You can write your garbage. You can yap and gossip from now till 2099. That is your business. We don't move an iota. Where we are is where we are. Our agenda is our agenda. We are not shaking. Not to the right, not to the left. Unshakable. Gossip from now till the kingdom come. Unshakable. Indestructible. This movement is indestructible. Not by man. They have not given birth to you to convince me to join New Nigeria movement. A bunch of criminals and bastards everywhere. I am a child of heaven. I'm a child of heaven. I don't engage in all this nonsense. Biafra is my mission. My parents died as soon as Elohim said it is there. Look at it, I've given it to you people. And he called them. Then I move forward and then get Biafra. Nonsense. New Nigeria. Thunder fire all of you and your new Nigeria. Check it, Uno. Simon Ekpa demolished your coco. And Simon is doing a good job, by the way. And I want him to stay on it. Not when I praise you, it goes into your brain. You start misbehaving after 2 weeks. We give you IPOB treatment. I want you to remain on the path of truth and diligence. Truth and diligence. Because you're doing a good job. Continue doing it. We need many of you to come up and be speaking. My goodness, if it's only me, they'll say, oh, maybe he's mad. Well, we have a lot of mad people, then you'll understand. You'll be forced to reason and think. Idiots everywhere. Every blessed.
Said 7th of October 2022 is our Remembrance Day for our fallen fathers, mothers, men, women, brothers, sisters, and children that were gruesomely murdered at Asaba, during the Biafran genocidal war Nigerians waged against Biafrans. We hereby declare Friday, the 7th of October 2022, a sit at home in Biafra land.
a ga-alọkụ ya n'igodo na kii ịpụtakwa ihuri were maka na mmanwụ anyị ga-agba n'ilo, mmanwụ anyị na-agba n'ilo, mmanwụ anyị na-agba n'ilo,
ọ nụrụ karịa ibi o.
obodo ga-enu ntị o. Onye kwuchitere ọnụ Biafra simzi unu
said 7th of October 2022 is our remembrance day for our fallen fathers, mothers, men, women, brothers, sisters, and children that were gruesomely murdered at Asaba during the Biafran genocidal war Nigerians waged against Biafrans. We hereby declare Friday, the 7th of October 2022, sit at home in Biafra land.
a ga-alọkụ ya n'igodo na kii ịpụtakwa ihuri were maka na mmanwụ anyị ga-agba n'ilo, mmanwụ anyị na-agba n'ilo, mmanwụ anyị na-agba n'ilo,
ọ nụrụ karịa ibi o.
IPOB autopilot worldwide. Water is the code. IPOB autopilot worldwide. Water is the code. IPOB autopilot worldwide. Water is the code. IPOB, one big family, the highest liberation movement in the world. The Biafra people, we are the highest in number liberation movement in the entire worldwide. We are scattered all over the world. There is no country you go today, you do not see a Biafran fighting and agitating for freedom. IPOB autopilot worldwide. Water is the code. Welcome to this broadcast today, the 3rd day of October 2022. Today, we have come again to continue the awareness for Biafra liberation. I want to inform you today that you are watching and listening live and direct on Voice of Biafra 97.5 FM, and the Voice of Biafra is live in Akwa Ibom State. Akwa Ibom State is Biafra land. Today, some of you in Akwa Ibom All right, please Where did you stop hearing me? I want to know, did you all hear me? Where did you hear me? Did you all hear me? Did you all hear me? I was, where did you hear? You know, which one did you hear last? It's okay now. Hear the announcement of Voice of Biafra live and direct in Akwa Ibom State. Akwa Ibom, all right, great. So we are on the right track. So if you are in Akwa Ibom State, you are listening to the Voice of Biafra 97.5 FM. Tell whoever you have residing in Akwa Ibom State, which is Biafra land, tell them to tune to 97.5 FM in their local radio station. And we are live, broadcasting and blasting on that frequency. I want you people to understand that the auto-piloted IPOB under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we do something, we are very exceptional in what we do. 97.5 FM is the station. Anywhere you go in Biafra land, anywhere you go in Biafra land, you are going to hook up to 97.5. It doesn't change. It doesn't change. If you are in Akwa Ibom State this evening, hook up to 97.5 FM, Voice of Biafra, the voice of redemption, the voice of voiceless, the voice of life, and you are going to listen to this particular gospel of the liberation of Biafra this evening. Of course, and then in other part of Biafra land, Anambra State Voice of Biafra is already set and is broadcasting in a low key. And it is going to be announced and launched very, very, very soon. Our frequency in Anambra State, 97.5 FM, is already completed, and we are just waiting to announce and launch it. Other part of Biafra land, the Voice of Biafra is speedily spreading to other part. And we must thank those who are making sure that this Voice of Biafra is spread across Biafra land. We thank you. We still need more state, and so it is still open. All right. Of course, you are listening to Voice to the Enter Biafra channel 1 and 2, Enter Biafra live streaming app on iOS, Enter Biafra Android, and Enter Biafra YouTube channel, and then, of course, on other social media platform and on autopiloted Media Warriors platform across different social media network. I want to inform Biafrans this evening that we are making progress in this liberation. We are making progress. And very soon, the world will know that indeed Biafra has come. The world will know that indeed Biafra has come. I want you to understand today that the progress we have made, it is only by the grace of God that we've been able to make this progress. They are going to talk about us. They are going to try to distract us. They are going to try everything. Today is 3rd of October. Exactly, 3rd of October 2022. They are going to talk. They are going to distract us. They are going to do everything. And we are going to be very resolute in what we are doing. So I want you to understand that today is another great day. We are going to respond to few, I would say, some people, that some uninformed people. We are going to respond to uninformed people. So today's date is 3rd of October. Where is the date? Oh, sorry about that. 3rd of October, yeah. We need to edit the date. 3rd of October. Exactly. We need to inform those uninformed people that indeed, we are not minding their distraction. I want to inform Biafrans today that we are ready to fight anybody. We are ready to fight anybody that is going to take it as a job, as a task to interfere in Biafra breakaway next year. I want everybody to pay attention to the announcement we are going to make this evening. We read where the Secretary of State of the United States, they call him Anthony Blinken. Anthony Blinken made a comment, whether it was from him, accredited to him or not. But we want to respond officially to Anthony Blinken. Anthony Blinken is in the United States, gallivanting as a United States Secretary of State and interfering in Nigeria, interfering in the Nigeria politics. This is exactly what they did. Obama did it. Obama did it, and you see where it landed you people today. When Obama came with, what is the name again? The other man who was the Secretary of State then, he came to Nigeria. He went to the northern Nigeria. He visited the Caliphate, and they were all gallivanting all over northern Nigeria. And they facilitated their evil. Obama facilitated the evil against Nigeria people, against indigenous people in Nigeria. And then they threatened Goodluck Jonathan. John Kerry, thank you very much. The former Secretary of State, John Kerry, he came to Nigeria. They were the people that installed this Islamic State of Nigeria today. I want you people to understand, and this Anthony Blinken, to understand that we are not even looking at them. We are not looking at America. America have dealt with us during the Biafra Nigeria genocidal war. They supplied arms. They fought on the side of Nigeria. So we have tested them. We have been there. We have been there. Today we are still alive. During the genocide, during the Biafra genocidal war, how old was Anthony Blinken? What was the age of Anthony Blinken? What does Anthony Blinken know? He came today to talk about, he said that they want to see credible election in Nigeria. What does Anthony Blinken know, the Secretary of State, know about Nigeria? He want to see a credible election in a country that has no policy, that has no credible policy. He stay in America and be talking rubbish. We want to send a message to them. We are not scared of America. During the time of Biafra Nigeria war, America was supporting Nigeria. Did we not fight them for 3 years? We fought them for 3 years. This time around, we are going to fight ruthlessly. And the fight is not going to be the normal Biafra Nigeria war. It is going to be a different fight. And we have started it. And because Nigeria, we are defending ourselves. So you need to understand that the fight for Biafra liberation has become necessary. It is imperative. It has become imperative. It is a fight for survival. This man called Anthony Blinken. Anthony Blinken, America went to Afghanistan. Taliban defeated them. Is it because we are not as ruthless as them? It took them 20 years. 20 years, yet they defeated them. ammunition. They came, you know, formation America, they start to attack us. Okay, when they refresh. All right, we're back. I believe that the network is somewhat better now. So what we are trying to say is that we are not scared of America. We are not also scared of Anthony Blinken. We are not scared of anybody. And we are making it very clear that no, we don't have any friend and we don't have any enemy. Those countries that want to understand that Biafrans have paid the biggest price and it has become injustice for us to continue to stay in Nigeria where they kill us, where they don't regard us and all that, where we cannot enjoy equality. It is the worst thing anybody can do. So we are no longer scared of anybody. We're not scared of them. America should understand. Of course, when I'm talking about America, it's not America as per se, because I don't think the majority of America will follow this corrupt Anthony Blinken. Anthony Blinken is a corrupt politician. It is only a corrupt politician that will not go to a country and begin to delist that country from its initial enlistment as a country that persecutes Christians. Anthony Blinken was visiting Africa. He didn't go to Nigeria. It was on his way to Nigeria, he delisted Nigeria from the list of countries that persecute Christians. Is that a normal thing? That is not normal. So money must have exchanged hand for Anthony Blinken not visiting Nigeria to hear for himself. He delisted Nigeria on his way to Nigeria. That is a corrupt practice. It is not ordinary. Now, having said this, I want you people to understand today that we are not scared of anybody. We have seen death. They are killing us every day. We see our people, our men, our women, and children being killed in their cold blood. We are not scared of death. We are not scared of death. So nobody can come today and want to give statement in this 2023 election. This guy calling me, I'm going to block you. Stop calling me. Nobody will come in this 2023 when we have the opportunity to get our freedom, and they will come to say, oh, you are, they want credible election in Nigeria and all that. It is not going to be possible. If you want to have a credible election in Nigeria, don't bring it to Biafra land. The credible election will end in Nigeria. You are fighting against a nation who do not want to be part of Nigeria again. So we're not scared of anybody. We're not scared of anybody. We're not scared of America. We're not scared of EU. Anybody that is going to say that the step we are taking this time around is inhumane, let them come and we are going to challenge them. You know, they say we make noise. They say we talk on social media. They say we are not serious. They say we say no election, and you are going to see what is going to happen this time around. There will be no election in Biafra land. And it is going to be the beginning of the disintegration of Nigeria. Now, in response to Anthony Blinken, I want Anthony Blinken to understand that he can no longer decide for Biafra people. No, because he doesn't live there. He can't make decision for us. We are talking about separation. He is talking about credible election. What does Anthony Blinken know about Nigeria? Did he know about Nigeria history? No, he don't know. I want you to understand one thing, that the separation of Biafra people from Nigeria is not about war. It is not about war. Who tells you that whenever people want to separate, you must fight war? It is not about war. It is about the right to choose how to govern yourself. In the UN Charter and UN Constitution and UN Charter, they say it is self-determination. The right of the people to choose the way they want to lead themselves. Anthony Blinken is enjoying America today because they fought a war in America. They fought for their freedom. Today they have freedom, and he is now dictating for Nigeria. We are going to tell them that we will be the worst people they are going to see in this. The last people that will fight, like not, we're going to fight like they will never expect in this century. And to respond to Anthony Blinken, I want to let him understand, and whoever that is thinking like him, maybe that if he issues statement, we are going to run away. Somebody say, come to Nigeria. You have my leader in Nigeria. You have my leader in Nigeria. Have you changed anything? You think if I come to Nigeria today, it is going to change anything? Because you people are idiots. If you are not idiot, you would understand that me coming to Nigeria will not change anything. You would understand that. You thought you kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is the end. Have you not kidnapped him? Did it end? You thought that if you make Ojukwu irrelevant in Biafra land, Biafra will end. You deceive Ojukwu into going into politics. Uwazirike came out. You went to prison, you deceived Uwazirike and his commanders. Today, did the Biafra die? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came out. Now you have deceived some of his men. Some of those who claim they were fighting with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You have deceived them. Pay them money. You thought that Biafra is going to end. Here I am. So even if I come to Nigeria today, you think you're going to end Nigeria? You're going to end Biafra? You will never. You will never end Biafra. And that is where some of you, the idiot, are making mistake. The only thing you are doing by arresting Biafra agitators is to bring more ruthless agitators into the struggle. People that will be like vampires. I am telling you the fact. You thought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is talking tough, right? Or you are going to see what we are going to do. We will skin Nigeria alive. I am telling you the fact. So if you think that you arrest people who want their freedom is the best way to stop them, you are joking. Because you are only bringing wild animals into the struggle. And we are going to turn to beasts. I am telling you the fact. This is a live program. I am not hiding my mouth. Because in this country where I am, people died and in thousands for them to be free from Russia. They know what is freedom. They fought and died. That today we can enjoy democracy where I am. So you can't stop us by arresting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and killing everybody. You killed ESN commanders, and today, those who were fighting with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for many years, they are the one giving information about our commanders, thinking that when you kill them, you are going to stop. You're not going to stop what we're doing. Rather, you are bringing out the beast in us. I am telling you the fact. You can't. So if you have not learned your lesson now, that arresting and killing cannot stop this thing, you will never learn. And the people that will come after the people you have killed will be ruthless. And that is exactly what is happening. You took Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you thought it is going to end there. We will show you Pepe. We will skin you people alive very soon. And I want you people to understand this, that tell Anthony Blinken and anybody who care to know that separation is not about war. Tell Anthony Blinken that in 1776, that the USA splitted from the UK. Tell Anthony Blinken that in 1776, The United States of America today, which he is the Secretary of State, splitted from the United Kingdom. Is he aware of that? Is he aware of that? Did anybody give a statement that, oh, British is going to organize a credible election? Please, America, do not split from Britain in 1776. Is Blinken aware of that? 1776, they separated from UK. Today, we want separation from Nigeria, and they are talking rubbish, dictating how we were going to live in Africa, because they call us third world country. It is never going to happen. We have come to know what you know. We come to know what you know. The only thing we don't have is arms, enough arms. That's what we don't have yet, and we're going to have it. Because if we don't give it to us to fight against terrorism that is going to turn around to attack your country in future, we are going to get the arms from your enemies. Tell Anthony Blinken that in 1830, Belgium separated from Netherlands. It is as a result of this diversity. 1830, Belgium today separated from Netherlands. And these are countries within Europe. Very small place. They are doing very well. There is no war between Netherlands and Belgium. But they separated as far back as 1830. Why is it so difficult for us to enjoy this thing that these people are enjoying, which is freedom? Why is it difficult? Why is it that the things that did not work for you, you want it to work for us? Tell Anthony Blinken that in 1965, Singapore separated from Malaysia. Tell Anthony Blinken and whoever that is talking about credible election in Nigeria in 2023 against Biafra freedom, or should I say against Biafra splitting from Nigeria. Tell them that in 1965, Singapore separated from Malaysia. Are they at war today? The answer is no. I want you people to tell Anthony Blinken that in 2002, East Timor splitted from Indonesia. In 2002, are they fighting war? Tell Anthony Blinken that we are not scared of them. We are not scared of his statement. We have seen many Secretary of State. We have fought a war with the world from 1967 to 1970. Even though our children died of hunger, they didn't die because America was pumping arms to Nigeria. They did not die because America was advising Gowon and co. how to kill Biafrans. No. Our children died because of starvation. It was not because of bullet. So we have fought America, we fought United Kingdom, we fought Russia for 3 good years. The same thing they are doing now in Syria. The same thing they did in Libya. The same thing they did in other parts of the world. Today, they failed in Syria. They failed in Syria. Did you not go to Syria to stop Assad? Have you been able to kick Assad out of power? The answer is no. You always interfere in other people's life. Yet, you can't give them access to come to your country free of charge without visa. You see, we, the Biafra people, have a different perspective about this free world. We're going to change a lot of things. Believe me, they stay in America and tell you credible election in Nigeria. Yet, they cannot allow you to travel to America without visa. When you want to apply America visa, they subject you to different scrutiny, to all manner of degrading treatment. Ordinary to get a visa, but they can stay there and tell you how to live your life. Tell Anthony Blinken that in 1921, that Ireland splitted from the United Kingdom. And probably the Scotland is going to also split from them. Is Anthony Blinken aware that in 1921, the island, some of you that live in Ireland today, that in 1921, they splitted from United Kingdom since 1921. Are they fighting war? The answer is no. So the question is, what led to the splitting of Ireland from United Kingdom in 1921? For peace. For peace. For peace. We are responding to anybody who may be thinking like Anthony Blinken, that they want to interfere when we are going to stop election in Biafra land next year. Tell Anthony Blinken that in 1944, Iceland splitted from Denmark. Is he aware of that? Is he aware that in 1944, Iceland splitted? They break away from Denmark for peace to reign. Is Anthony Blinken aware that Biafra people have decided to split from Nigeria? Is Anthony Blinken aware that the leaders and the politicians from the Southeast and the South-South does not represent the people anymore? Is Anthony Blinken aware that as I'm talking to you now, Nigerians, indigenous people have filed an application to the court, to the Ekpa court, and they are going to make a decision on this referendum from the Southeast and South-South and other part of Nigeria, and they are requesting for the court to give order and give some kind of judgment on referendum. So why Anthony Blinken, knowing nothing about Nigeria, is talking about credible election in a country that does not have credible national independent electoral commission? Is he aware? Is Anthony Blinken aware that in 1905, Norway splitted from Denmark? I want you people to ask Anthony Blinken, cut this video, send it to America, that we are not scared of them. Ask America, is Anthony Blinken aware that in 1905, Norway, which is an oil-rich country, splitted from Denmark for peace to reign? Are they at war? The answer is no. So what is the interest of Anthony Blinken? What does Anthony Blinken know about freedom and the right of people to lead themselves? Tell Anthony Blinken that it is the same Norway in 1905 also splitted from Sweden. Is Anthony Blinken aware that in 1905, Sweden and Norway splitted into two? Today, these countries, Norway, Sweden, and Denmark, are great countries in Schengen state. Is Anthony Blinken aware of that? You see, gone are those days that you will come and stay in America and talk to us anyhow in Africa. We have come to see civilization. We have come to know the same law that you know. We have come to know the rules of engagement. We have come to know what is right and wrong. You can't threaten us anymore. In 2023, come to Biafra land and let people vote. Let us see. Come, bring America to come to Biafra land and vote. When they were voting in 2015, one of the governors said, the people who will come for observe. What the governor, Erufai said, those who will come to observe in Nigeria will go with body bag. Did you kill him? What did you do to him? Nothing. A terrorist. Terrorist. Sitting governor is a terrorist. He threatened the international community that if you come to Nigeria, you will go with body bag. They are all there. The evidences are there. What have you done to him? Nothing. Yet, his state have witnessed the worst brutal killings and mass murder of indigenous people of Nigeria in Kaduna State. He was the one who threatened America, EU, and everybody that they are going to go with body bags. Did he apologize for it? No. There has been a lot of accusation of him being the leader of the Boko Haram. Yet, no statement have come from America, Anthony Blinken. Anthony Blinken comes to Nigeria, he embraced the northern Nigeria. Anthony Blinken come. He comes to Nigeria instead of going to the people that are like him, those who are Christians, those who understand and respect human dignity and life. Anthony Blinken will go to northern Nigeria and embrace them. Anthony Blinken will go, when he came, he stayed with the northerners who want to Islamize Nigeria. Yet, we that understand their own faith, we that practice the same faith are the problem of America. They go to Muslim world, they arm them to fight against a sitting government. Muslim world. They have refused to do that to Biafra people. You did it in Libya. You went to Libya. Obama went to Libya. Obama armed rebels in Libya. Obama was the reason why you have ISIS today. Do you know that America funded ISIS? America, this same Obama and this same Blinken now, all of them, the party funded ISIS you see today. Islamic State was funded by them. Ask me how. Some of you do not know, what these people are doing. Do you know how Obama funded ISIS? Obama went to Libya to kill Gaddafi. He said Gaddafi is a terrorist. Gaddafi is sponsoring terrorism. You know when they start fighting Gaddafi? The time of Mandela apartheid, South Africa. They blacklisted Gaddafi as a bad man. Gaddafi, Castro, and Arafat. For many years, they fought Gaddafi. Today, they killed Gaddafi. What is the plight and what is the condition of Libya? They have destroyed Libya. Just fighting one man. They say Gaddafi has been in power for many years. And so what? Which one is better now? Is it when Gaddafi was in power, or is it after you have killed Gaddafi? Today, after they killed Gaddafi, they opened the gate of hell for the Mediterranean Sea. Africans are dying every day as a result of the greediness of America and the wickedness of America and Obama. I want you people to know what you don't know today, because when we don't talk, they think we are just afraid of them. We're not afraid of them. It is because of the American decision, policy, that made our African brothers to be dying in their hundreds in the Mediterranean Sea today. Because they killed Gaddafi and they opened the gate of hell. People are now being sold like slaves in Libya. After the end of slave trade. Today, there is slave trade going on in Libya. Yet, Obama and the world leaders are not talking. Am I lying? The evidences are there. Go to Libya today, they sell Africans there. They pack them like dogs. Yet America is no longer interested in Libya. America is no longer interested in what is going on in Libya. They did the same thing to Syria. They went to Syria, they came to European Union and told the European Union, come. Let us go to Syria. There is this man called Assad. Assad has been there for many years. There is corruption there. The family is killing everybody. The family of Assad is in Syria. Let us go and kill him. They knocked and the European Union followed them. When they begin to backfire, America did not pay the price. it was Europe that paid the biggest price, because when the influx of immigrants began to happen, they did not go to America. It was Europe. It was from Italy, all of them, from Italy, from Hungary, and all that. They flooded Europe, and Europe went into crisis. It was Obama, America, this same America. Do you know the map of America and the map of Europe and the map of Syria? These people cannot fly to America now to seek asylum there. No. When the thing backfired, the entire Europe was flooded with immigrants from Iraq, from Syria. They didn't go to America. But it was America who came to Europe here, instigated them to go to Syria to fight them. And you know what? Russia went to Syria to defend Assad. Today, are you hearing of the war again? No. You don't hear about the war of Syria. Russia went there. They fought a war. The World War, the Third World War, Fourth World War was fought in Syria. Some people don't know this. It was in Syria that Obama activities created ISIS. The arms that America supplied to the group fighting against Assad was the reason how ISIS was created. They splitted into three groups. One continued to fight Assad. One created Islamic State. One created another group. It becomes three different groups after they have received arms from America. It's something happening today. In Afghanistan, I do not need to tell you people the story of Afghanistan. America created Taliban. The reason why they created Taliban was to fight against Russia. After 20 years, Taliban turned against them. Today, a whole country, Afghanistan, is now in the hand of terrorists that America funded. So I want this man, told Anthony Blinken, that he cannot shit this coming 2023. We are going to fight and we're going to make history. Let him come and take me. Let him come. Let him come to Finland and take me and say, it is you that is making threat in Nigeria. I am making this threat, and this threat is real. We are at war for over 50 years with Nigeria. The Biafra war have not ended. And I want to make it very clear today that Biafra war did not end till today. We are fighting that war. And now we are adopting a systematic way to defeat Nigeria. And we're going to defeat them. And one of the main key point we're going to use to defeat Nigeria is that they will not conduct election in Biafra land. And let us see how they are going to elect a president. Let us see how they are going to elect a president when election did not take place in Biafra land. That is my point here. So I want you to tell Anthony Blinken that in 1947, the British Indian Dominion was partitioned into India and Pakistan. Is he aware of that? Is he aware that in 1947, the India and Pakistan splitted? So what makes Anthony Blinken think that Biafra cannot separate from Nigeria in 2023? The only reason Biafra have not separated is because opportunity like this have not come. This opportunity of general election, we can never miss it. I want to encourage Biafrans today who don't understand what we are doing to know what we are doing today from this broadcast. Now we have our plan. For those who say, Simon Ekpa don't have plan for Biafra, I'm not going to tell you my plan or the plan that we have for Biafra. But from this broadcast I'm making today, you will know what is coming. Opportunity comes only but once. And this opportunity, we can never miss it. I want you to understand that immediately we stop election from taking place in Biafra land, you cannot elect a president in Nigeria. You can't. And let them come and fight us, we'll fight them back. Guerrilla warfare. We're not going to face them face to face. And we're already defending ourselves. Those who come with guns to kill us in Biafra land, we are fighting back already. We're not hiding it. And if you think you can come and start killing us, come. You have been killing us for many years. Did it stop the Biafra momentum? It didn't stop the Biafra. It didn't stop what we are doing. Your gun and bullet can never stop it. Never. Because we are born, some of us are born to restore the hope of our people. If we allow Nigeria to continue, it will be the worst thing that will happen to generation. Our generation will be wiped out of the surface of the planet. And we owe our unborn children and unborn generation the responsibility to make sure we preserve their culture and their future. And that's what we are doing. Anthony Blinken, his own parent and his grandchildren, they did it in 1776 in America. You can imagine how many years America did their own. We are today in 2022-23 talking about how to split what America have enjoyed since 1776. We are discussing it today. And this man is in America there talking rubbish. Let him send military to Biafra land in 2023. And let us see how it's going to be possible. And like I said, even if Simon Ekpa is not around, which nobody can do, you can never conduct election. We have been able to set the mechanism that will make it is an autopilot. You know, some of you don't know why we are in autopilot. Autopilot is, you know, as I am now, I'm just a spokesperson. Autopilot is that what we are going to do is already intact in our head. Nobody is going to tell you. So even if you don't see Simon Ekpa today, you are not going to stop what is going to happen in 2023. Just like as we're not seeing Nnamdi Kanu now. Did this stop us? No. And let me tell you, the momentum came at the right time. You know, it took many months for us to observe how the criminals in IPOB was going to handle this issue. It took us a few months before the autopilot automatically set in. So nobody is going to stop this movement. So tell Anthony Blinken that in 1971, a country called Bangladesh also separated from Pakistan. I am giving Anthony Blinken a chronological order of countries starting from America. And after all these years, we are now going to take the bull by its horn in 2023. The opportunity to get our freedom has never been as it is today. I want Biafrans to understand what we are talking about. That the opportunity we have to get our freedom has never been as ripe as it is today. I want you people to tell this man called Anthony Blinken and whoever that is, you know, talking like him, that in 1992 to 1993, there is a country called Czech Republic, and they call it Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic and Slovakia. They split into two. Between 92 and 93, today, they are not fighting war. So what makes anybody think that we are not going to do this next year? Hi, I want you to understand that the reason why we are going to go through the guerrilla warfare is that Africans are wicked, witches and wizards. The leaders in Africa are so wicked that they don't know what is democracy. You must fight with gun and machete. You must fight before you get anything. Before you get anything, you must fight in Africa. So our own is not going to be different. Since they say we are not going to listen to, they are not going to listen to us on referendum, we are picking up arms. We are already armed. I am telling you today, if you don't, we are already armed. And we are arming ourselves to the teeth. The freedom does not come in Africa with a platter of gold. Nelson Mandela was humiliated for over 27 years. Nelson Mandela was incarcerated, locked up for many years. America was making statement. Britain was making statement. They locked him up in South Africa for over 20 years. Did it stop the South Africans from fighting? The answer is no. In this 1965, Malaysia also split from Singapore, or Singapore split from Malaysia. Do you know the reason why the Malaysia and Singapore split into two? Because of religious differences, diversity. The reason include the religious crisis. Just even it is not up to what you witness in Nigeria today. That was the reason why Singapore split from Malaysia. The majority was Muslim, and the Singapore are not Muslims. The ethnic, racial differences was so alarming. How do you solve the problem and the tension that this dangerous diversity is creating? You divide them into two. That's solve the problem. The same thing we are facing in Nigeria today is the dangerous diversity. The same thing happened to Ethiopia and Eritrea. Ethiopia and Eritrea separated. Today they have peace because of differences. The same thing happened to Sudan, South Sudan, and North Sudan because of their differences. The Soviet Union, they broke into pieces. This is because of dangerous diversity. So what makes Anthony Blinken to be, in case he don't know, in case he don't understand why we are leaving Nigeria next year, tell him not to interfere as Biafra people have made up their mind to leave Nigeria. It is the only way to bring lasting peace. And I want Anthony Blinken to understand that we're not, American interest, business interest is going to be secured. We're not going to do business by ourselves. We need countries to do business with. So the business interest, he think that he's protecting, who protected the business of that country when they separated? When America was separating from Britain, who protected the interests of Britain? So who tell him that we are going to fight America economically? No, we need America. We need America to also, propel our economy and all that. So what is he scared of about Biafra or from Nigeria separated? What is he scared of? When Biafra come, it will solve the problem that is going to face America and Europe in future, which is terrorism. Because if Nigeria continue to be a country that they overrun Nigeria, and turn Nigeria into Islamic State, the world will be under a very serious threat. Because you are going to have nomadic president in the next 20 years, and they will order attack in Europe with the oil money. So if you think that, what we are doing is saving Biafra, no. If you are, as we are fighting to save Biafra people, we are saving you. We are saving your ass in America. We are saving your ass in Europe. When this man called Abdul Muttalib, who is now in America prison, he wanted to bomb America. Is he a Biafran? No. He's from northern Nigeria. His father is a rich nomadic Fulani. He's a terrorist. That is the kind of people you are going to be seeing after 20 years if Nigeria did not disintegrate. You are going to see many of them coming to America to bomb your aeroplane. Because the idea is to take over the world. So send this video to Anthony Blinken. Tell Anthony Blinken we are not scared of him. Let him come. I told you, don't do like me. Don't do like me. Because if you do like me, you will get injury. We are not looking anybody's face. when we talk about freedom, it is not just about war. I want you people to listen to this video.
Emmanuel Macron. Emmanuel Macron ci ha definiti vomitevoli. Emmanuel Macron. Emmanuel Macron ci ha definiti vomitevoli, cinici, irresponsabili.
This Italian woman said that Emmanuel Macron described them as disgusting, cynics, and irresponsible. Emmanuel Macron is calling Italian people disgusting, cynic, and irresponsible. Now listen to this woman, how he responded to him.
E qui la stampa italiana a dire, hai visto che ha detto Macron, che siamo irresponsabili. Vergogna. Irresponsabile Emmanuel Macron sono quelli che hanno...
She told him, the irresponsible Emmanuel Macron are those who bombed Libya because they were concerned that Italy would obtain important energy concession with Gaddafi. Do you see the truth? How these people are fighting those who would do something positive. Are you listening?
Bombardato la Libia perché gli dava fastidio che l'Italia avesse un rapporto privilegiato in campo energetico con Gheddafi, esponendoci al caos migrazione nel...
And left us facing the chaos of illegal immigrant we are facing now. That is a fact.
Quale ci troviamo? Cinici Emmanuel Macron sono i francesi che mandano la gendarmerie a rispedire indietro qualunque immigrato tenti di passare il confine a Ventimiglia. Ma soprattutto perché le cose vanno raccontate come si deve. Vomitevole è chi... Buono, che lo vuoi tu? Ci hai mai tolto il pathos? Vomitevole è chi, come la Francia, continua a sfruttare la...
She told Emmanuel Macron that disgusting is France, that continues to exploit Africa by printing money to 14 African countries, charging them mint fees. Are you people listening? Do you understand that? Exploitation of Africa. The reason why that Anthony Blinken is wishing credible election in Nigeria is because they are exploiting us. Otherwise, why would you be taking our oil? We have a lot of things to offer. You can't even give visa free to... You see, that the least anybody can do is for a country to negotiate the good of the citizens. So let us say visa free. Your oil is being pumped everywhere. And in those countries that are benefiting from your oil, there is no benefit. There is no single benefit that has been negotiated for the citizen of the country. We know that, it is late, of course, but if it is like Nigeria is still going to stay like 4 years, the next 4 years, you will see them negotiating what I'm saying now. Every natural resources is good, but not you as a citizen. Every natural resources is good, but not you as a citizen. Now, watch.
l'Africa stampando moneta per 14 nazioni africane sulle quali applica il signoraggio, facendo lavorare bambini nelle miniere.
She said, you are exploiting Africa and by children labor in mines and by extracting raw materials as happening in Niger. Do you see they know the impunity that these people are doing in our land? That is why Anthony Blinken will have the guts to talk about Nigeria credible election. A Nigeria that doesn't have any credible system.
Estraendo materie prime come accade in Niger, dove la Francia estrae il 30% dell'uranio che gli serve a far camminare le centrali nucleari e il 90% dei nigerini vive senza elettricità. Non ci venire a fare lezioni, Macron, perché l'Africa scappa da voi e la soluzione non è spostare gli africani in Europa, è liberare l'Africa da certi europei. Non accettiamo lezioni. Chiaro? Emmanuel Macron. Emmanuel Macron ci ha definiti vomitevoli, scinici, irresponsabili. E qui la stampa italiana a dire, hai visto che ha detto Macron, che siamo irresponsabili. Vergogna. Irresponsabili, Emmanuel Macron, sono quelli che hanno bombardato la Libia perché gli dava fastidio che l'Italia avesse un rapporto privilegiato in campo energetico con Gheddafi, esponendoci al caos migratorio nel quale ci troviamo. Cinici, Emmanuel Macron, sono i francesi che mandano la gendarmerie a rispedire indietro qualunque immigrato tenti di passare il confine a Ventimiglia. Ma soprattutto perché le cose vanno raccontate come si deve, vomitevole è chi... Buono, che lo vuoi tu? Ci hai mai tolto il pathos? Vomitevole è chi, come la Francia, continua a sfruttare l'Africa stampando moneta per 14 nazioni africane sulle quali applica il signoraggio, facendo lavorare bambini nelle miniere, estraendo materie prime come accade in Niger, dove la Francia estrae il 30% dell'uranio che gli serve a far camminare le centrali nucleari e il 90% dei nigerini vive senza elettricità. Non ci venire a fare lezioni, Macron, perché l'Africa scappa da voi e la soluzione non è spostare gli africani in Europa, è liberare l'Africa da certi europei. Non accettiamo lezioni. Chiaro?
Now, you understand? So, nobody will have the right to tell us anything in 2023. We are going to take our future into our own hand. Now, as a Nigerian, you are. The United Kingdom is benefiting a lot from Nigeria. There is nothing in return. The citizens of Nigeria are not benefiting anything from the British government. The only thing you benefit is humiliation like this. Only humiliation. Insult like this.
If I've been deported to Nigeria, they will kill me. If I prefer to kill me here and there to try Nigeria, I prefer to kill me than to go to Nigeria and just waste my life.
A man will be crying.
Watch your head, yeah? Stand up from
because they don't regard you as a human being. Look at how they treat Nigerians in America, United Kingdom.
And checks against this name confirmed he is from Nigeria and here on a tourist visa that expired 2 years ago.
The gentleman says it's his sister's address and she lives on the 5th floor. We've got officers providing rear cover just in case someone throws documents out of windows.
The team must find his passport. Without it, they can't send him back home.
Because this is a bit nervous of the law and police, and especially immigration. He's asked us to stand away from the people, or she won't answer the door, basically. If she sees his face, she'll answer it. If she sees us, she won't. So we're just waiting for her to answer the door.
Hello,
Don't let the door, immigration going to arrest you.
Yeah,
That's what he's saying.
Let me use your phone. I'll call.
First of all, this man, first of all, warned the person that is going to open the door. I don't know what he's speaking in Yoruba. Don't open the door, they're going to arrest you. And then after that, he turned around and asked them to give me asked them to bring food so you can go. I'm sorry about that. So he must have all used Yoruba language what the woman inside the house. Don't open the door. Don't open the door, they will arrest you. And then after that he turned around to tell them, yeah, give me phone, let me call the person because the person is scared. But it's funny. But this is what they subject you in the United Kingdom. But they can't arrest your oil. They can't arrest your natural resources. They can't arrest the money that is going to United Kingdom from Nigeria. No, it doesn't need visa. Your crude oil does not need visa. Just boom, inside the ship, boom, United Kingdom, bam, bam. It doesn't need visa. Fulani have given white paper and white card to every crude oil leaving Nigeria to America, to London. But in all these things, the benefit, no single benefit for the citizen of Nigeria. There is nothing you benefit as a Nigerian. Are you benefiting from the oil? No. In a same country, in a country that, that is normal, let's say that Nigeria is a normal country now, the first thing the politicians will do is to negotiate the good of the citizens of their country. How can we negotiate with the countries that are benefiting from our oil, what our citizens are going to benefit? You go into diplomatic agreement with different countries. How can we? But of course, before you do that, you must not be a terrorist country, because the reason why you can never ever benefit anything from anybody, from any country in the world, is that Nigeria is a terrorist country. And the terrorism is not coming from you. Terrorism is coming from Fulani, the northern Nigeria. It's not coming from you, but you are paying the price of being a terrorist, or coming from a country that has been ranked number 3 in the world from the terrorism index. But it is not you. It is coming from the north. And when you go to the north, it is not even coming from the Nigeria indigenous people in the north. It is coming from all over Africa. They invited the terrorists to your land, and you pay the price as one Nigeria. Look at the way they are treating you, and meanwhile, your country is an oil-producing country, and the Britain is benefiting very much, and they have nothing to offer. You can't benefit anything for coming from a country that produces oil. And the oil, Britain is benefiting. Now, look at how they treat this guy.
I will explain what is happening to her. She will open. She's just only afraid.
Tell her if she doesn't open the door, smash the door in.
Let me use the phone.
Yeah, I'm telling her what is happening.
If it's only there. Because she might not be there, innit? Hello, Lucy! It's the Home Office. Open the door! We're not going to go away, so you need to open the door now.
You don't want a false entry unless we're sure. Unless we're sure it's his address. We don't, obviously, we only got the power to false entry into his address, and we're not 100% sure. So we're not too big.
And you know, when you look at this man talking now, you would think that he is a more superior human being than the Yoruba guy. No, he's not. I am telling you, he's not. He is not more superior human being. If you look at that man, this white, he is not more superior than the Yoruba guy. If Nigeria is a country that was designed to progress, why would a Yoruba man come here and be doing this nonsense? Why would a Nigerian man come there? Why would a Biafra man go to London and be doing this nonsense? And this man is feeling that he has come to United Kingdom, you know, without knowing that the money, what made him today, the biggest part of what made this man now, that is feeling superior, is coming from Africa. Coming from Africa. But African leaders are a bunch of idiots. Bunch of idiots. Lunatic. People without balls. They cannot stand to fight and make decisions and make policies that will benefit the country and benefit their citizens. No, and they cannot allow people like us, young generation that our brain is very hot, to be in the leadership. No, they don't do that. They want to be in the leadership like all of them. You know, when you see them 80 years, like this one they say is coming as for Nigeria president, is peeling the pant and he's contesting an election. They cannot allow the people that have good heart, brain, and above all, there are people that have balls to stand these people. He's sitting there now, pretending as if he's superior than a black man. But the thing that is making him what he is today is coming from Africa. The natural resources, everything is coming from Africa. Yet, Africa are subjected to like monkeys in their country. They don't have respect for them. Why would they respect you? When your leader doesn't respect, they kill you without even remorse. So the fight for Biafra is a fight that we are going to change all these perspectives about black man. It is going to start from Biafra. We are going to raise the standard very high for black man. Because it's racist. It's racial discrimination. They don't value us. They value our natural resources. They don't care about us. They care about our natural resources. In Nigeria, thousands of Biafrans, thousands of indigenous people in Nigeria are being killed every day. Nobody is talking, but they are talking about the oil. They are talking about the price of oil, the fall of the oil, and the rise of the oil. But they're not talking about people that are being felled every day by bullet. So he is feeling superior, you know, because the man is coming from a non-entity country. I want you people to listen and just watch.
Is your passport there or is it in a different address?
Is there a passport in this, your passport in there? Remember, no, my passport is not here. Where is your passport? My passport is for a long time. It has been returned to Nigeria for those who have taken it.
Is it? Sonny, I don't believe you.
You can check it. You know how to check it from your computer. Check it by yourself. You will see everything there.
So you got another, is you saying you've applied for another visa? Is that what you're saying?
You mean my visa?
Why have you returned your passport back to Nigeria?
It is because, you know, so...
Just a short story, please. Why have you returned it back to Nigeria? Why?
You see the way they're interrupting him. They don't treat him like a human being. Why did you return your passport to Nigeria? They could not even allow him to answer. They interrupted him just because they know they are very fond of telling long story. Nigerians.
It's someone that is helping me that take it back to Nigeria.
No, you come here, you get a visa, you get a job, you send it home, get a new visa. You've gone back to Nigeria, put a fake landing state from someone in Nigeria, get a new visa there. We know how it works. This is not a new story to us. We do this every day. Now, where's your passport?
You know what I'm saying now? I'm very, very sure of what I'm saying. Forget about what happened in the now I'm ready to tell you which part of the matter.
Jesus Christ.
My passport is not here. It's not being in this England.
Somebody from an oil-rich country. Tomorrow, tell him about Duduwa nation. Tell him about Yoruba nation. He will tell you Article. He will tell you Atiku. If most of them are fighting, are shouting about Obi, tell him about Nigeria. He will tell you Atiku. He will tell you Tinubu. He will tell you Obi. But look at him. Look at him. If you touch him, maybe it may be different, but I'm just saying generally, they are laughing at us, saying that Nigeria will end next year. At least from the Biafra perspective, Nigeria will end next year. But, touch some of them who have even gone worse experience than this guy. They will tell you, Nigeria. Because they are doing wash plate. They are washing plate in London, and they are making all this chicky change. They wash plate. They do cleaning in the street. They calculate how many pounds. They make 2,000 pounds, 3,000 pounds every month. They send it, they change it to Nigerian naira. They send it to back home. It becomes a big money. And the person is calculating how he is going to travel back to Nigeria and do big boy. Big boy. In a wash plate. In a clean street. He will calculate and change the money, go back. A lot of you are educated, but that is what you do. But you have opportunity to live in a better country and do better job that people can respect you with your certificate. But you say no. You do the cleaning street. You use it. You buy a bus. You break the bus, break the engine, put it inside container. All of you become a businessman. If they tell you, you say I'm doing importation. Nonsense. Look at what they do. Some of them that call themselves IPOB coordinator is what they do. Contribute money, give them. They use it to book a motor. And they will put it, and you talk, they will say, do you have business in Nigeria? Do you have business? All of you that are shouting Biafra, you don't have business. Ask him, what business are you doing? You're doing business. Business of bringing an adulterated car that has been condemned in the country where you live. That is the reason why they are not supporting Biafra. I am telling you the fact. So if you talk, it is not to, I'm not belittling, because there are people who are actually working, cleaning street, washing plate and doing all that, and they are doing it genuinely and still fight. They know that this is not their position. They know that this is not the job I should be doing. Even those who are doing better job in Europe and in America, it is not your best. You can never ever attain your best, your potential. No matter the office you occupy today, it is not your potential. Your potential will be in your own nation. That is where you are going to attain your potential. Some of us, you think you are doing this. No, there is no position you are today that you are abroad that you will say you have attained your potential. Never. I am saying this thing because that is the fact. So when you touch them, they will tell you, do you have any business in Nigeria? Do you have any investment in Nigeria? Ask them, what is the investment? Investment you have is to book a pieces motor engine and send to Nigeria. Some of them will be carrying laptop, adulterated laptop. You carry laptop that you both have used and they are not using it again. It becomes your business. You pack laptop inside container, you pack laptop inside bus. You send it to Africa. And then when somebody is talking about Biafra, you are calculating that you have not sold your laptop. All of them become business. So when you listen to this, it is not, I am telling you the fact. You are bigger than that. You are bigger than that. You are bigger than that. All those money you are sending to Nigeria to sell laptop is not guaranteed. Any day, the Alaye people remember your shop, that is the end. You don't have any insurance. Any day food and put bomb there, that is the end. Government does not compensate you. All your sweat in London, rubbish. Those of you who send 10,000 every month to go and build a house in Nigeria, any day Fulani remember your house, that is the end. They burn it down and nobody can compensate you for it. But here, if fire catch your house, you are sure of the money. In fact, insurance company will even pay you more than the value of the house. When it is not when it is not intentional. So if you save all this money, send it to Nigeria, it's not secured. Any day we declare PAM and the Fulani remember PAM, your own is gone. And we are talking about how to build a better future, to guarantee your future and your future generation. I'm telling you, the days are gone. We are not looking at anybody's face. You are all going to collect water. Because water was cold.
Can't get in. They've already spent 8 hours on this audition, and at the end of it, 2 people they believe are illegal immigrants will be released.
It's just frustrating because you've been out all day. It's a long, hard graft, and at the end of it, you're just going to let go.
Because of limited space, the immigration service only detain someone if they believe he poses a risk to the public or is likely to abscond. All they can do with the Nigerian is take him back to base to record his details.
Right, we'll start off with your right hand. So come around here.
Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you a question, please?
Yes.
Never committed any crime in this country.
Right, okay, listen, mate, we're going to give you. I'll tell you what, we'll take your fingerprints.
You don't need to commit any crime. You're already a criminal. For the fact that you are a Nigerian, you don't necessarily have to commit crime for them to arrest you. Because a Nigerian is already a criminal before you are already a suspect, before they actually suspect you of something. So that you are a Nigerian, you are automatically a suspect before they can actually suspect you of something. So why would he be asking if he has committed? You don't need to commit any crime. You're a Nigerian. You're a suspect. That is what the country, the Fulani, have done. And that particular image will continue to live with you until Nigeria disintegration. Until Nigeria disintegration, we will begin to work on our image, to how to, brush our image, because Nigeria will no longer be there with you.
Okay, now listen, explain to you. You're not legally here, and we have the right to take your fingerprints, okay? Yeah. If you don't allow us to take them, we can take them by force, okay? It's a lot easier for you to just let us take them. Don't go to the police. These go to an immigration database, but they go on an immigration database all around Europe. So you go to any other country within Europe, claim to be somebody else, they can test you and you'll come up on your fingerprints, okay?
It's not that to know you have committed a crime.
It's not because you've done a criminal offence, no. Just do what? Go with me, yeah?
Well, give you this form. It's a notification of temporary release. Okay? Basically means that we're releasing you. You need to report to this office. You need to bring this paper with you. Right? And then you come back. Okay? You're not allowed to work, mate, yeah? So the best bet for you now is probably go to the Nigerian High Commission and get hold of a passport or a travel document and go to Nigeria. Okay?
If I be deported to Nigeria, they will kill me. If I prefer to kill me here and there to try Nigeria, I prefer to kill me.
You understand the point now? All right. They are panicking. They are panicking. Seriously panicking. They are panicking. Okay? I want you all to understand that, they are panicking. And that is why they are reporting it. Yes, I know. That is why they are reporting it. So you see, we are winning and we are winning. We are winning. I must tell you, they are panicking. They have United Kingdom have contacted YouTube. That is it. They have contacted YouTube. You know, if let them do PM, I will appeal because this is educational purpose. This is for educational purpose. Let them go and fire Facebook and fire go. We are going to be giving them water. Have you ever seen where somebody is on live program and YouTube have to stop the video? They stop the video. They send me a message. They say, when I stop playing it, my broadcast will come live again. That is the message here. Look at it. The message is say, stream are interrupted after the material no longer being streamed. They are going to show my broadcast again. Look at it. Okay? Immediately. Have you ever seen, they are watching me now, and I'm not hiding my mouth. Have you seen where you are making broadcast? Of course, they are watching. They are watching. We are going to show them Pepe. We are going to show them Pepe. They contacted YouTube, tell YouTube, stop him. He is leaking our secret. This guy exposition is turning people's mind. He's, stop him. I have actually finished the broadcast. Tell them, Apua. Tell the British government, evil government that want to kill Biafrans, Apua. I have finished the program and I have finished streaming it. I am going to go to YouTube and edit it and remove it if that is what they demand. Apua. People that watch it have watched it. We have over 20,000 people watching from all channels. Apua. I have streamed it. I have exposed you. And I know that a lot of people will copy this thing and share it on WhatsApp. Apua. We are winning. Autopiloted IPOB. Water is the code. Autopiloted IPOB worldwide. Water is the code. Autopiloted IPOB. Water is the code. I want to let you know today, you must not allow anybody to deceive you into thinking that you can't get freedom next year. Do not allow anybody. Nobody should deceive you that you can't get freedom next year. We will achieve it. Not can, but we will achieve it next year. We will achieve it. It does not matter what you do. We know our right. I was watching some of the videos of what, all of you have watched what is happening now. The confession everywhere. Confession everywhere. Let us play another one. Whether the copyright will strike it.
Obodo genu ntị o, onye kwuchitere ọnụ Biafra, Simzi unu.
Said 7th of October 2022 is our remembrance day for our fallen fathers, mothers, men, women, brothers, sisters, and children that were gruesomely murdered at Asaba during the Biafran genocidal war Nigerians waged against Biafrans. We hereby declare Friday, the 7th of October 2022, a sit at home in Biafra land.
A ga-alọkụ ya n'igodo na kii. Ịpụtakwa ihe uhiri were maka na mmanwụ anyị ga-agba n'ilo, mmanwụ anyị na-agba n'ilo, mmanwụ anyị na-agba n'ilo,
ọ nụrụ karịa ibi o.
Obodo genu ntị o, onye kwuchitere ọnụ Biafra, Simzi unu.
Said 7th of October 2022 is our remembrance day for our fallen fathers, mothers, men, women, brothers, sisters, and children that were gruesomely murdered at Asaba during the Biafran genocidal war Nigerians waged against Biafrans. We hereby declare Friday, the 7th of October 2022, a sit at home in Biafra land.
A ga-alọkụ ya n'igodo na kii. Ịpụtakwa ihe uhiri were maka na mmanwụ anyị ga-agba n'ilo, mmanwụ anyị na-agba n'ilo, mmanwụ anyị na-agba n'ilo,
ọ nụrụ karịa ibi o.
Obodo genu ntị o, onye kwuchitere ọnụ Biafra, Simzi unu.
Said 7th of October 2022 is our remembrance day for our fallen fathers, mothers, men, women, brothers, sisters, and children that were gruesomely murdered at Asaba during the Biafran genocidal war Nigerians waged against Biafrans. We hereby declare Friday, the 7th of October 2022, a sit at home in Biafra land.
A ga-alọkụ ya n'igodo na kii. Ịpụtakwa ihe uhiri were maka na mmanwụ anyị ga-agba n'ilo, mmanwụ anyị na-agba n'ilo, mmanwụ anyị na-agba n'ilo,
ọ nụrụ karịa ibi o.
Nigeria in seconds. Did you know that until 1958, Nigeria used the British West African pound, after which it issued its currency, Nigerian pound, in the year 1958, and then Naira was introduced on the 1st of January 1973. 1 pound was equivalent to 2 Naira. Did you know that the flag of Nigeria between 1914 and 1959 was a British blue ensign with a green Star of David surrounding a Tudor crown? It was later changed to a St. Edward's crown in 1953 with the white word Nigeria under it on a red disc. The colonial flag of Nigeria was adopted in 1914 following the amalgamation of southern Nigeria and northern Nigeria. The crest on the flag was also used on the flag of the Governor General of Nigeria. The flag was not universally accepted. Some native Nigerians, including Fela Kuti, refused to salute the flag, despite it being mandated in schools. In 1956, some Muslim Nigerians burnt the Nigerian blue ensign at Mecca, Saudi Arabia, because of the Jewish Star of David on it. In 1959, before the Nigerian independence, a competition to design a new flag was held, with Taiwo Akinkomi designing the new flag of Nigeria, which replaced the blue ensign in 1960. Nigeria in seconds. Nigeria in seconds. Did you know that until 1958, Nigeria used the British West African pound, after which it issued its currency, Nigerian pound, in the year 1958, and then Naira was introduced on the 1st of January 1973. 1 pound was equivalent to 2 Naira. Did you know that the flag of Nigeria between 1914 and 1959 was a British ensign with a green Star of David surrounding a Tudor crown? It was later changed to a St. Edward's crown in 1953 with the white word Nigeria under it on a red disc. The colonial flag of Nigeria was adopted in 1914 following the amalgamation of southern Nigeria and northern Nigeria. The crest on the flag was also used on the flag of the Governor-General of Nigeria. The flag was not universally accepted. Some native Nigerians, including Fela Kuti, refused to salute the flag, despite it being mandated in schools. In 1956, some Muslim Nigerians burnt the Nigerian blue ensign at Mecca, Saudi Arabia because...
Did you all hear that? They burned the flag in Saudi Arabia because of the sign of the Star of David. The dangerous diversity did not start today. The dangerous diversity in Nigeria is so dangerous that it is just impossible to continue to talk about one Nigeria. It started a very long time ago, even in the flag. They had to burn the flag, not in Nigeria, they had to burn the flag in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, very significant place. Whenever the issue of Islamic Nigeria, come in place, they have already supported. So when they want to burn the flag, they go to Saudi Arabia to burn the flag. I want you people to understand that we are defeating them. It does not matter what you do. It does not matter. It does not matter. Next year, 2023, is the year Biafra will come. I want you people to understand that if you do not believe, don't worry. Before the end of this year, you will believe. Before the end of this year, you will believe. But I want you to believe on time. I want you to make a U-turn on time. I want you to understand that the more we are, the better it becomes and the easier it becomes. Because we are going to force you. Because some of you are not with your senses. Some of you have been charmed by Fulani Juju. We will break that Juju by force before next year. Some of you who have been hypnotized, you will be freed from the Fulani Juju. I want to encourage you today, and I want to encourage every Biafran that at no point in time should you be afraid of anybody in this movement. Do not be afraid of anybody. Be the person who, whether is the president of America, they cannot decide how we live in our country these days. We are going to take our destiny into our own hand. They don't respect us. They don't value our life. And we are not going to respect them. We respect those who respect us. We are going to respect those who value our life, who take us as human beings. These are who we are going to respect. That's why we don't have friends. We don't have enemy. Those who understand the plight of our Biafra people, we are going to respect them. But those who only are interested in our oil, I want to tell you something today. Do not be afraid of all these people. We have fought them. Between 1967 to 1970, Biafra engaged them. We fought them in gun battle. And they did not win us by gun. They didn't win us by gun. And they're not going to win us by gun this time around. And that thing that led to the blockade will never happen again. Nigeria is already disintegrated according to the tribe. Nobody wants to be part of Nigeria. They are only looking for who is going to start it. And we are volunteering to start it. This is not the time of whether Yoruba is part of it. This is not the time whether Middle Belt is part. No. We are going to start it. We will instigate that disintegration. Anybody who wants to follow us will follow us. Those who want to fight with Nigeria can come and let us engage ourselves in, of course, in guerrilla warfare. We are not going to go out to blow out war. We know what to do, and we are doing it. So I want you to understand that we are still available for peace. For peace. Referendum. If Biafra people say they are going to stay in Nigeria, so let it be. Simon Ekpa will disappear. And I believe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will do the same. And let me tell you, the leaders of the Biafra land, the leader of people from the old eastern region of Nigeria, everybody is ready for Biafra. But really, all these things they are doing national, they are just scared of the tyrannic system of Fulani. They are scared to talk. So when the heat start now, you will see them. They will come and support us. I am telling you the fact. So on this note, I want to thank you. I want to thank you all. I want to encourage you to be resolute. Do not be scared of anybody. I listened to some of the videos, some of the confession that they are making these days. I want to inform Biafrans that more confession are going to come. I give them more 2 days to confess, for the part 1 confession. After the 2 days, I will come to analyze the confession so far, package it, analyze it very well so that some of you will understand what has been happening, because now you are hearing from that one, hearing from this one, they are confessing how they have sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how they have sold the struggle. Those who say instead Simon Ekpa will bring Biafra, they scatter it, some of them have already collected their own and now they are supporting the government, telling, one thing they don't know is that I even hear some of them saying he is nobody. He is nobody. And they have not done anything to him. And then they are thinking, it's like the government of that country is supporting him because they have given every information, including to that is what they do. The only thing they do is to get information and pass it to the government, who you think that you are fighting. They will pass your information, pass every information, and they will be sitting and that's why when you see them, they will be threatening. Oh, don't worry. Very soon, by next week, you will not hear him again. By next 2 weeks, because they believe that they have passed information to government and the government, or their propaganda to government, and the government is coming to scan the person. They are illiterate. They don't know anything. They don't know that there are procedures to everything. So they think once you pass information, he is a terrorist, he is a killer, he is this, boom, boom. Give all those their propaganda they did to Nigeria, call people's name on social media and all that. The Nigeria government will go there and kill them. So they are waiting. So they have given Simon Ekpa is a criminal, Simon Ekpa is this, and then after that they come to social media. So yeah, they're gonna go begin to broadcast, say he's going, he's gone. You can't hear from him again. They will come. Don't worry. You are going to see what is going to happen to him. That thing in Finland, something like this is going to happen. For 1 year now, they have been cooking propaganda against Simon Ekpa. Yet, Simon Ekpa is still standing. Now they have come to say, why is this guy still, upon all the information they passed to Anambra governor, upon all the information, Finland, they have embassy. This guy is still standing, is still broadcasting. What is going on? Is he bigger than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? For you to understand what these people have done to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are now comparing me to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That if they can bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down, who is me? If they can facilitate the kidnap, that's what is. If some of you don't understand this, and when I'm going to analyze it, you are going to see. They say, if we can give information that lead to the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they successfully kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is Simon Ekpa that cannot kidnap him? Who is Simon Ekpa that they cannot do that to him? That is what is going on. We have given this information. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? And that is why I asked them. You don't know who this guy is. All of you look down on me. Some criminals in Finland, they lie to you people about Simon Ekpa. So probably, now you begin to know who Simon Ekpa is. You begin to see who Simon Ekpa is, and you have not even seen me. You have not even seen Simon Ekpa. I said I am 50 men in one. So you continue to wonder, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Come and take him. He is threatening Nigeria. I am threatening Nigeria. I'm not only threatening. If I see aircraft today, war aircraft today, I will engage Nigeria to pay for the people they kill, for the Biafra, innocent Biafrans they kill. I am engaging Nigeria. If I lay my hand on aircraft today, I will declare war. I am telling you, because it is going to be a revenge of what they did to our people. They killed over 3 million children. And somebody is telling me, he's threatening Nigeria, he's threatening. Threatening is not an understatement. Let me get my hand in military warfare, and you are saying you're going to say, or let me see Putin. I am telling you, nobody is our enemy. Our enemy are those who say we cannot get freedom. So somebody will say, he is threatening Nigeria, he's threatening. I am fighting for the freedom of my people. There is no limit to what I can say. There is no limit. It is called freedom of speech, expression. There is nothing limit to what I'm going to say with this my mouth. But if you make a mellow, try it now. Try it. Like I said, I am not here for career agitator like you people. I have come to get Biafra. Help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out. And when he's coming out with victory. Because the sabotage in Biafra struggle is too much. It's too much. But we defeat them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, we are going to climb many mountains. He said, he did not say mountain. He said mountains. And we can see that mountain, we are climbing it. We are climbing it. So anybody that tells you Simon Ekpa is threatening Nigeria, tell them, yes, I am threatening Nigeria. And I'm not hiding it. I am threatening Nigeria for killing our people, killing innocent children, innocent women, and nobody has asked question. I am threatening Nigeria, and I will continue to threaten Nigeria until the last day that Biafra will be part of Nigeria. So long as Biafra continue to be part of Nigeria, I will continue to threaten Nigeria. And I will increase the threat on Nigeria. From here, may God bless you. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless on the Igboho. May God bless our ESM. May God bless our Omada. May God bless our media team. May God bless Omada's husband. May God bless all of you supporting. May God bless those who are supporting financially. We still need money. Money is needed. We have less than 150 days to this election, and we want that election is not going to hold in Biafra land. And it is the resolve of every Biafran. It is the resolve of every Biafran, and that is why we are sitting at home every Monday. That is why we are going to sit at home on the 7th of this month, and we'll continue to do that. And may God bless all of you. May God bless ESN, all our alliances, and our brother who is sick. We pray for quick recovery, and may God bless all of you. From here, from me, is good evening.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.